What's going on? I'm Mike Berlin. You're watching Wild Fed Family, and today is Sunday, October 27th. And look, I sat out there this morning, and the deer are going absolutely wild. I watched two does that were obviously in heat, being chased by bucks, and it was just non-stop action. Deer popping out everywhere. The rut is starting to heat up, not in full swing, but there are certain signs, and I'm going to spend the rest of the day in the woods. So it's right about lunchtime. I'm gonna head out there and spend the next 6 hours hunting some deer. Set is out. Now it's time to sit and wait. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been seeing all sorts of pre-rut activity as far as scrapes, rubs, newer bucks showing up on camera. But this morning, it's like God just flipped a switch. And I mean, I had a doe cut across in front of me at 30, 40 yards. Their tail tucked like a dog that had just been whooped. And I mean, she was booking it one way. 2 minutes later, there was another doe cut across in front of me, and I'm sitting out here at a out of service power line. It's about 20 yards wide and 180 yards long, and I've just seen bucks chasing those does this morning. And matter of fact, I took a 150-yard crack at one that was a little on the move, and to be completely honest with you, I missed. That's the first deer, other than when I was 15 with a bow, that I've missed in my entire life. I checked my gun when I got back to the house, put a shot out at 100 yards, and I was an inch high at 100 yards, so I know it's not the gun. I think it's just me. I think my nerves got to me, and I just didn't have a stabilized shot, so kind of bummed me out. But I'm sitting here in the same spot this afternoon. I'm spending the rest of the day out here, and I got snacks and lunch to keep me busy. So that little spike hung out here for probably about 45 minutes or so, but he didn't seem too interested in the estrus, and he was probably about 10 feet away. Got a good look at his tarsal glands as well, and they were pretty standard looking, but by the evidence that I saw this morning and the previous couple days that I've been hunting this weekend, I have a good feeling about today. Whew. Now that right there is redemption. Y'all, I got that scent hanging right there, and this wind shifted and it started blowing exactly from where that deer came from. But he came, and there's a licking branch right there on the other side of the feeder, and a scrape right below it, and he was visiting that. But when he came out, he started to, I don't know if he picked up my movement or he picked up my scent, because my scent is pushing down the hill a little bit to him. But I kind of had to rush the shot because he gave me that look like he's about to get the heck out of here. And I put it right on his brisket, into his left shoulder. But it's a good hit on that deer, and he went crashing down through those trees. Whew. God, I love this. Whew. All right, let's go find this deer. All right, so he was dressing up this scrape right here, playing with this licking branch. So, hit him, ran that way. Let's find some blood. All right, so I have very minimal blood, but deer just got up and probably 30 yards in front of me. That was him. I'll figure out where he was bedded down and start blood trailing again from there. All right, I do have good blood, good bright red blood. All right, so from this point, I'm gonna start a onyx track and just keep on trekking along. But I didn't think it was gonna take me this long to find this decent blood, so I left my headlamp back at the ground blind, which is about 75, 80 yards away. So I'm gonna run back, grab that, keep on going. So by the looks of it, I don't really have a decent blood trail. I don't think having an exit wound is the problem. But he got down real quick. It's probably 70 yards in or so he bedded down, and that's where I found that pool of blood. So I'm gonna give him some time, come back with one of the dogs, because yeah, I can't follow him if I don't have a blood trail to follow, but the dogs gotta trick up their sleeves. All right, got the dog. Let's head to the woods. All right, come on. All right, so I made it back to blood. I'm gonna put jangers on it. He has never tracked a deer, but he has smelled plenty of deer. And every now and then, like every couple days, I get him out here chasing deer on trail cameras. So we need to fix that electric fence, but I think he knows what he's doing. So we're gonna find out. I don't know. We'll see. Good boy. Good boy. Good dog. Hunt it up. Good boy. Good boy, Jangers. Hunt it up. Good boy. Good boy. Good dog. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Good dog. Good boy. Hunt it up. Find that deer. Yo, we have gone about 100 yards and we're on blood the whole way. This is so freaking impressive. I've never tracked a deer. I just kind of let him do his thing. I'm just trying to keep up with him. Just moving quick. So Jangers tracked that deer probably 250 yards, but to be honest with you, he's working faster than I can. So every time I put pressure on his leash, he just wants to stop and heel. But that's not really working. I want him to keep his nose to the ground. So until I have a GPS collar, I'm not going to send him on a deer that could potentially turn on him. But I got somebody that has a trained dog that is coming. So we're gonna give it a little bit. I'm gonna meet him back at the house, and I'll see you back out here in the woods. All right, we're getting this track started. Outer Banks. Got Timmy Oller here, and he's gonna help me out this afternoon with his dog, Bella. You said her name's Bella, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
You put a couple 100 miles on her this year already.
He's standing right here redressing his scrape, hitting this licking branch facing me when I shot him, and he took off that way.
Find him, Bella.
There he is.
Beast, bro.
Man, thank you, Jimmy.
Awesome. That's awesome.
That's a good deal. I told you his left leg was gone.
He's still pretty lean, man.
I know what deer that is.
Man.
Good girl, Bella.
Good girl, Bella. Good girl. Good girl. But you could tell he was bedded down and just died. And how he's tucked up.
Yeah.
Or he's tucked up as he thinks he's in there.
So I'm walking back to get the four-wheeler right now, and Jim is gonna help me load this deer up. But Bella basically followed the same track that we had, and I had told him right at this point, using Onyx is when I called my dog off. Just so happens, or one of the reasons I called him off, because he got a little too far ahead of me, and I heard him yelp. I suspect that he probably found that deer while it was still alive. Yeah, I guess I probably should have trusted my dog or done things more efficiently. So GPS collar is definitely on the Christmas list, but it's nice having somebody as knowledgeable as Jimmy and a dog with a nose like Bella that can help you out when you get in a bind. There just wasn't a whole lot of blood, and the dog's nose can do things a whole lot better than our eyes. But it's a good afternoon and a relief. You know, one more thing we're talking about is I definitely made it a little bit harder for Bella because you know, we're walking that blood trail. I got my 2 feet and Janger's 4 feet that are getting in that blood, and the more that we spread out and backtrack and loop and stuff like that, the more that it's spreading that blood trail around. So Bella took her time. She was pretty strategic about it, but she did her job. And even with that loop of confusion thrown in the mix by me and Jangers, she still got it done. I just think it's cool. All right, let's do this the easy way. You know, as much as I'd like to stay here and hang out with you, give you all the tips and tricks, that I know to getting a deer cleaned out and the process inside. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't exactly like that part. So I will have to leave that out. But what I do want to say is thank you for hanging out with me today. I've had an awesome day, an awesome hunt, and it's the opportunity that I've been chasing all fall. So another big thank you to Jimmy. Thank you for coming out. And y'all, if you are in a bind in the middle Georgia area and you need some extra assistance getting on that deer that you knocked out, go ahead and give Jimmy a call, and he'll get you hooked up. Him and Bella did an awesome job, and he's just a really nice guy and fun to hang out with. So that's all I got for this afternoon, but stay tuned because it is only the beginning. I still have another buck tag to fill and 9 more doe tags. So I got plenty of deer hunting that I'm able to do all the way until the close. So more videos like that coming down the pipeline. I hope you enjoyed this one, but I gotta be awake and headed to work in 4 hours. So I'm gonna knock this out and get to bed. So I'll see you on the next video.